All right, so today's video is going to be kind of talking about going through some things in your maybe late teenage years or into your 20s, maybe into your 30s. And that is the idea of like kind of what's going on. Probably over the last year, I'm 26 now, over the last year-ish, life has felt definitely complicated. I feel like I thought I had a pretty good understanding of what was going on in life and how things were going to kind of unfold, and I had a long-term relationship. I've kind of always had like a pretty good job as well. So I really kind of was just like feeling like the next steps in life were, you know, get married, maybe have kids, and then kind of continue down that career path. Now, obviously, as time goes on, things change, people move on. One piece of advice I got when I was really struggling that I think really helped me out a lot was that this is like an information gathering stage of life, right? Like your late teenage years into like your early 30s, you are learning just about things. You're learning about how things work at a higher level. You're learning what you like. You're learning who you are as a person. You're just getting all of this information, trying to understand what the next step is. And I think that in a real way, like life just kind of will give you a lot of different looks. And I think some are like, you know, obviously like really beneficial. You like them, you get a great opportunity for work, you meet a really great person, you build some new friendships, like you move to a new like town or city that you really, really enjoy. And those are really awesome times. And then you get some more unfortunate times where you get, you know, broken up with, you get, you know, you lose your job, you get fired, you have to move to a new area that is not that enjoyable, or you get some opportunities, or you deal with some medical struggles, whatever it might be, some different bills. There's positives and there's negatives to everything. And I think the one thing that we have to do is just kind of use it as like, I'm learning about how to deal with new things. And for me, that's really big too. As I have been more recently into dating, again, over like the last year, I hadn't really dated, right? I dated a girl from my freshman year of high school until until I was like about 24 years old. And I learned a lot, but I also didn't know anything really about like socializing on that aspect, because you get so comfortable with just like one person, you kind of do a lot with that person, or you're kind of more by yourself. At least that was a mistake that maybe I made, where I really was like locked into like one thing, like, and I didn't really like maybe experience relationships or other things that kind of had taught me or would have taught me different things, where now I'm learning a lot about like life, and kind of realizing recently, say over the last like 2 months, that I was like, I don't really know if being in a relationship really makes sense for me right now. I don't know if I want to. I don't really like being alone. I don't really like to do things by myself so much. And I kind of personally felt like that was a bit of a problem for me, and probably not super good to really not enjoy spending time with yourself, or being independent, or being comfortable with who you are as a person. And so I kind of was like, I have to do something a little bit different. I have to maybe settle down with talking to people and spend a little bit more time just focusing on some of the things I care about. Now, not to say that I'm not hanging out with friends or talking to people, but I think in the level that I currently am, I'm just no longer interested in really aggressively chasing girls around, or chasing relationships around, friendships, meeting new people super aggressively right now, because I just don't think I feel I have the energy maybe to sit there and to talk with somebody and try and go through that building a relationship phase as much, just because it feels a little silly, and I feel like people will, they can cancel plans or do these things, and I'm like, I don't really want to deal with that. I want to do my own thing. I want to know what I got going on. Sure, I'll meet new people if it works out and we're kind of, vibing, great, and we'll kind of see how that continues. And then if not, I'm just gonna kind of, move in my own lane, focus on me, and really be a little bit more independent and try and feel how this goes for a little while. So yeah, I guess that's one piece of advice that I guess I learned is you got to use this time as gathering and building into a relationship.